Hey there and welcome back to Timberborn. My name is Barun and we had just kind of wrapped up the second episode where we had increased our water supply a whole ton and made a second dam. We believe we're going to be approaching the first or the second drought here, and so we're just waiting to build the rooftop terrace. We're going to get going. Wood supplies are very low, but that should be changing here soon with the planting of a lot of extra water. Now, let's see if we get the drought incoming. Yeah, drought is incoming. Kind of want to build a couple more. Actually, no, I'll just hold off on the water things. Those should be enough even if we get like a 15 or 20 day drought here. Especially because we have the backup supply this time too of water. We have the terraced reservoirs of water. Which, yeah, all the way back to there. Then all the way back to, it looks like that hump is going to be filled with water and will slowly drain out of this because we'll lower the floodgate down slowly. There's something like that. Okay, the housing. Oh yeah, the extra houses have been built. Yep, so now we have more babies. Which, in hindsight, no, actually, yeah, I think with the extra, like this is the extra storage of water on top of the extra storage of water we have all over the place here. Food is still doing great. It's really just wood that is slowly holding us down, which will completely change as soon as these oaks finish, which they are halfway there. Probably by like the end of the drought is when we'll see it, I think. Very curious how big this drought's going to be. Another thing I can do now too is work on more inventing. Where's that? Science inventors. I'd like to just quadruple this. Currently only one vacant spot, but we have 3 beavers coming up here. 3 baby beavers. Baby beavers, 4 of them. That will create 3 empty spots or unemployed beavers. There we go. So are we just, we're just out of wood until a tree finishes growing. Which is okay. Why is it like freaking out to me about, oh no, they can't get up there because of that, but I do need to create a path up to those things. I did miss that. Drought started 6 days. I set it on hard mode, right? I know eventually in hard mode you'll get to like close to 30-day droughts. I mean, just insane droughts. Okay, so now here's where we can see. The thing is we don't want it to overflow onto this side. So I'll probably wait a little bit before letting some of it out into there. Because it could just drain into here, then spill over the top. These don't need employees now. Just waiting on trees to grow. I could. Do I have unemployed beavers? I do have unemployed beavers. What's a B is duplicate? That makes no sense to me, but I'm okay with it. Cut trees. They'll probably build the terraces first, which is okay. Okay, I'm curious if we let this open a little. A little more. Let's go to 25, see how that does. I'm worried that's too much. I'm gonna go to 50. I mean, this is a shorter drought than the last one. I mean, like, honestly, yeah, we can just crank it down all the way. Let her in. Let's just duplicate this 2 more times. So they're lower priorities, so these will... Oh no, these aren't lower priorities. I did get a Red Bull. I also had to do some work and some everything. I do guitar lessons and I had to tab a song out for a student. So I think all those things help wake me. Oh yeah, see, it spilt over just a little bit. Yeah, see? Too much water was coming in too fast. At least for us to pump it out. Building, is it connected to any district? Oh yeah, because they were able to build it from underneath. Let's give this high priority so it gets finished. It just needs 1 log. There we go. Terrace is complete. We're getting a lot more logs now, I suppose. Yeah, I built 3 of them over here. It'd be nice to take down these oaks before they die. Maybe they won't die. We shall see. And birches come along. Yeah, the oaks are still gonna take a little while. That's all right. We're doing great on water. Yeah, so once we just get the inventors up, then we'll be able to start going crazy and getting some serious stuff going. Now, much later game, having lots of power becomes a big issue. And I remember, so one thing that's new to me is these wind turbines. I haven't played with these yet. I remembered that the folktail beavers would have their water wheel and power wheel. And then they would have the gravity battery, which would store a bunch of surplus power So like times like this where this wasn't running, then you'd be able to do it, you know? But so that was like one of the big solutions. The other one was basically to build a giant like lake reservoir, you know, like imagine if we built a big flipping wall back here or something, you know, and made it just this huge lake. And then we just let that lake drain into this throughout the whole drought at basically just full speed drain, because it would just be filled up with so much water that it'd be able to basically constantly flow through here and keep the power going. So you wouldn't need the gravity battery, but these wind turbines are pretty interesting to me. And we can already research the wind turbine. I mean, not research, we can build it because we already have access to planks. And I think I want to do that. So now I'm curious if the wind is also going to be a thing that is intermittent. You know, not always something that's happening. I guess that would be a new weather phenomenon. I don't even know how to look up if I'm doing it at all. Yeah, once we get more inventors and stuff going, we only have 2 things that are unemployed. Lumberjack flags, that's perfect. And with 4 beavers rolling, we should be able to have a lot of income of our science. Okay. So, holy crap, can I do, wait, how much is this automation stuff? It's kind of expensive, but let's see what they got. A lever sends a manual controlled signal. Okay. Relay performs simple logical operations on its input signals. Measures water flow below its arm. Flow sensor. Oh, okay. Depth sensor. Contamination sensor. Chronometer sends a signal based on the time of day. Okay. Sends a signal based on the weather. Monitor power network parameters. Monitor various population, housing, and workforce metrics. Send a signal based on stock level. Or storage fill rate. Oh, a specific good. Indicator light with alerting capabilities. Makes noises. Fireworks. Arms dynamite. Applies time-based processing to its input signal. Memory. Changes and holds its state. These ones were kind of interesting to me. I was so curious what the heck these are. An API controlled whatever. Humans left a lot of these lying around. Turns an input signal into an API endpoint and webhook calls, whatever that means. I'm curious if these are just wireless automation things within the game. It would be, I can't even fathom why you would need to be able to access your game from outside your game with an API. Like, that seems like such an unnecessarily ridiculous step for some form of crazy automation. Drought over. So I'll just bring this back up to where it's matching the other gates. Oh no! The REPL's not helping. Water should be coming through shortly. Science is happening. think flooding happened there for a moment. What the heck were those beavers complaining about? Chipped teeth. No other information? Is that what you need? So, well-being. Sharpens chipped teeth. Beautiful. Put one right there. And we'll stick one right there. Why not? Okay, so I first should be thinking about what's the next step here. Aquatic farmhouse, a grill for other resources. Here, I suppose we can check out there. Ooh, we got the rooftop terrace. So, sunflower seeds, I guess, would be next in the nutrition category. And they just produce sunflower seeds, huh? Can be eaten raw. Okay. So let's... What I want to do is I want to put this down to 2 and then build another farmhouse. Let's see here, food, efficient farmhouse. Like this. Okay, and let's plant some sunflower seeds. Drought approaching immediately within 4 days. Water's staying pretty good. Honestly, I don't think I need those. Water's like filling up like crazy. Sunflowers. Just do another 10 by 10. And 2. These can be demolished now. There's no more trees out here. We're completely overwhelmed with berries. And I feel like it's usually better to have one that prioritizes harvesting and another that prioritizes planting. Two unemployed beavers, huh? That's okay right now. Suppose I could plant some trees up here too. Maybe just plant a bunch more pines to just keep us going. Here, though, I'll just do a bunch of birch. Let's delete these ones here that aren't growing. Oh, we do have a ton of wood, so we're doing great on wood. How are we doing for storage? Because I would really like to increase the storage. We can't build on top of these, but we can build like 2 of them right there. Wood. So we can just get a ton of it stockpiled. How we do it on the water? Unemployed beavers like crazy. I'm gonna turn those on so they can just pump a little bit extra. We're getting lots of good research going. I'm gonna need a storage for the sunflower seeds. 6-day drought, wow. I am surprised I'm not getting hit with harder droughts yet. Let's leave that like that. Do I even have enough planks to make a windmill? No. Pause and pause. Okay, just pause this one too. The oaks are almost ready, finally. I really like this big flat area up here with this like kind of big lake here. Gotta be a way, like you probably just blow up the ground there with dynamite and open that up. Oh yeah, I was gonna make storage for sunflower seeds. So these should be done soon. Whole bunch of unemployed beavers, which I think I'm going to just use for a lot more science. Extra water up in here. There we go, sunflowers are growing. I suppose because we have tons of extra beavers, might as well just put some back in the hut. Efficiency farmhouse. Eventually the well-being will be able to go up again here because we'll be able to get... Yeah, so now the wood stockpiles are growing immensely. This thing it can only hold 13 planks. Oh, okay. Well, I really want to ramp up the wood production. Where should we do this? You know, maybe we'll just do it over here, actually. Lumber mill. Let's do it right here. 1, 2, and 3. There. Yep, well-being score. Beautiful. Demolish. We're gonna demolish that. Boosh. If I can put the wind turbine there. And we'll really be able to start cranking out these planks. Why can't I put that right there? Is it because it just can't be right next to a building like that? I'm gonna have to wait for the planks. Putting it to 0 didn't even do anything. This water level's getting so low there. But yeah, that's like the big difference too. I mean, we drained a bunch of that up into here, and so this part. Oh yeah, and there's no power, so we can't make any more planks. Good thing the drought's almost over. Sunflower seeds are getting very close to stockpiling all the way up. The new limit will be 300 because both of these can hold carrots and sunflower seeds. Crank up those builders. Actually, I don't know. Not sure why I did that, because really, I really need haulers. I'm gonna preemptively make a storage for planks. So we're gonna need that soon. Drought ended. Tons and tons of research, heck yeah. So the next thing was grilled potatoes. So maybe I can plant those around it. We're starting to need more beavers. Because then we'll start needing to kind of ramp up everything. Flood a building. Nailed it. Can he just not reach out? He can't reach out there. So close. Oh wait, and then he's probably going to bring it all the way over to the thing. Or the builder's doing it. No, the builders are doing it. Okay. I was like, don't you dare run all the way over there and stop making planks. Just one One more plank. I think this is it. Nope. Is this it? This looks like it's it. And now a different beaver needs to come. Oh, the day ended. That's funny. Oh, I should be catching my water back up. Holy smokes. Pee. That'd be so funny. I get hit with the first like 20-day drought here, and the water wasn't even running. Bad tide approaching. Ruh-roh. Do I need to? Let's see what we got here. It's gonna take a lot of planks, which might be able to get there. I think the least amount of planks I could do would be just to do it like this. The path around it like that, and then what am I looking for? Yeah, I do just need to delete that. But I can't because I need to select the path above it. There we go. Delete. Now we can put in the floodgate. I thought these could make 100. Oh, did they just make 50? Oh, they can make 150. The weather's just not where you want it to be right now. I can probably turn off some of these mentors. I remember that I know the Badtide, water is a thing. But I wonder if I have time to delete this and build a levee there. What is this guy's issue? He's injured. How do I do that? Medical bed. Go. Whoa, that was weird. So when the bad tide starts, do this. Interesting. Oh, haulers and workforce. As your settlement grows, it processes larger amounts of goods. Transporting them takes a significant part of your workers' day. Haulers help with that. They move the goods around their entire district following the demand. Let's build a hauling post. As your settlement grows vertically, working beneath buildings and terrain can become difficult. The layer tool helps with that by hiding everything above the selected layer. Let's change the visibility layer by clicking the highlighted button. I'll lower it all the way to 0. Raise and then reset. Okay. You can control the visible layer without clicking the buttons with customizable hotkeys. Many other actions have key bindings as well. You can find them in the tooltips or in the settings. Lower it to 0. Raise it back up. Okay. Nice. Hauling post. Let's see here. I suppose a good spot might be like right there. Sunflower seeds are climbing. They just, I think, are slower than carrots. So they take a little bit. So now, does that mean there's bad water coming? Yes, it means there's bad water coming. That to there. Oh, this one's a long one. I mean, we get power this whole time. Yeah, I think a lot of crops and things are gonna die. Yeah. Trees should be fine. Well, those are gonna die for sure. Closing this off was huge. What other options would I potentially have for diverting this stuff? Huh. I wonder if I could like divert it into here and then essentially drill under all the way over to here. That would be crazy. I think I want to try and do that as my diversion plan, because then I can like have a block here or something that like, nope, no fresh water, it all gets blocked off, and now it's being sent under, you know, the Beef City. But would that affect? That probably would affect all of this stuff. How many layers down is it? Run 3, 2, 1, 0. So if it was on 0, and there's a layer above it, then we have maybe water here. So what I'm thinking is maybe I could have it so that like fresh water goes above and then the bad water goes below or something. Oh, that's the wrong way. Reset. Build a hauling post. Some workplaces like hauling posts don't fill all their worker slots by default. You can change the number of desired workers in a building's panel. Also, you can control how buildings are staffed using workplace priorities. For example, the hauling post can usually be set to lower workplace priority. Let's try it now. Increase desired workers. Decrease workplace priority. You can pause buildings and construction sites. This gives you more control over your beaver's actions. For example, pause workplaces are vacated automatically and workers reassign themselves to other available workplaces. Select hauling post and pause it by clicking the button in the panel. Beautiful. We can take that down to 2, so there's a lot less vacant spaces. Let's see what we got going on here. A gatherer's flag. Hauling post. 3 of the inventors. And 2 lumberjack flags. We're getting tons of planks, which is great. Oh, that's right. Eventually you can build like ground tiles that are resistant to the bad water so it doesn't spread out. Yeah, they hit me with a big, long one of these, which is rude, I would say. I don't know if it's time to raise the population yet. Yeah, because like we're doing pretty bad on water. There's gonna be some thirsty beavers by the end of this drought, I have a feeling. Yeah, all the sunflowers are going away and dying. That's super unfortunate. Okay, so and because there is also like just going around the city, because if I went just under here, what I'd be worried about is how like it contaminates outwards. Let's see here. Landscaping. Contaminant barrier. It requires metal. Ooh, it's a while till you get tunnels. So I need planks and whatever else that weird chemical is. Extract. Centrifuge. So I would have to have metal beams before any of that would be a possibility. Any sort of tunneling would be a possibility. Okay. I suppose if there's a way to get over to here and block it off, I could send it all out that way. But then that would also require coming over here, figuring out like a way to send all of this, which would probably be that direction. Right? So previously you used to have to make multiple districts, because for instance how this path starts to get red is because it's further and further away from the district, and so you can't like just build all the way out there. What's the plan then? Yeah, water is getting pretty low. So, because the part that's tough here is that getting all the way over to there require building a lot of stairs and things. And to build the stairs, you have to like do it within your district. Trying to think, what would be the way to do this? Yeah, because I can't really manipulate the terrain at all until I get explosives, which also requires metal, and then paper, another big resource. I mean, we did make it through this all right. Beavers are thirsty, but that'll change here when the drought ends today. And that was kind of just on me for forgetting to pump. Yeah, man, there's like not really a lot of good solutions for how to deal with when it switches over to bad water as far as like diverting it. Especially without dynamite. So I think it's just gonna be something we're gonna have to deal with. Yeah, I know, you're all thirsty. Oops. Oops! Are they able to start pumping water? Yeah, they're good. Bad water's gone. Okay, beautiful. Or at least the contamination levels low enough that they're able to start pumping water. Okay, we're gonna need a lot more pumps. And then we're gonna need some water storage. Be cool if it told me my maximum storage capacity. Oh, sick. 390. B. So let's just have high priority because we got some thirsty beavers. Did any of them die of thirst? Negative. Great. Oh, and then V, bop, 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 bop. Okay. Pump like crazy, beavers. Yeah, because we could literally already be hit with an incoming drought as soon as this finishes. Yeah, I might even make a B. 2 more of these bad boys. I don't like what I did there. Because then if I leave a little room, I have a spot for the water storage. Wait, I should just be... Okay, we didn't get hit with a drought. Very good. Tons of berries died. Tons of berry bushes died. So can I just build pathing over that now? Yes. I don't have to go out of my way to, like, destroy it. Were we just maxed on planks? That's what's up. Okay. We're getting tons and tons of water here. What if I'm gonna get double bad droughted? What if we're gonna hit just a regular drought? We shall see. To get potatoes planted. What I want to do is I want to build a path down to say there. Duplicate. Or if I can do neither. Call that good. Oh, why didn't I plant there? Delete, I guess? No. To mark resource for demolition. Plant potato. There we go. Okay, so potatoes need to be grilled. Where the heck's the grill? Okay, one trick I like to do as well is, where's my storage? We're gonna do a little medium. medium like that. Then we do the grill on top of it. What's this spiral staircase thing? Oh, and then you can flip it? What? That's cool. Oh, but those need like special planks. Do a little platform. Okay, grilled potatoes. And then this one will be the grilled potatoes, not the raw. This is the drought incoming today. Yeah, it's just a regular old drought. You have to block it off here if I wanted to raise it up to the next height to block off a ton of water and stuff here. Which I suppose, like, maybe it's possible, maybe we can just like oh, it would like overflow that way for sure. I guess you could build it up pretty high and then build just like a big wall that goes over that way. That'd be such a big wall though. It'd be so much wood. Just to divert it during bad water. I think we can we can increase the housing finally. Be a double lodge here. Like that, a little platform behind it. That added 12 new homes. Beavers. That's high enough. That's where we need it. That's good. Good. Plenty of research. Potatoes are just growing away. Alright, things are looking good. This seems like a good spot to stop. So I'm gonna wrap it up and head on to the next episode right away and start doing this drought. I think we're gonna start, again, looking forward to all the other foods and things. We can try and stay on top of that for the beavers, keeping them as happy and efficiently working as possible, because remember, again, that increases their speed and how much they can haul, all that stuff. So thanks so much for joining me. Hope you're enjoying the series, and we'll see you in the next one.